What time is it? Alliance time! Yay! Look, I know I haven't done anything here in a while. Everything's been hectic. My computer exploded. But now I'm back. And I'm here to do the accent challenge in my costume. Number 1, your name, Julia. Number 2, where you're from, New York City, more specifically, Manhattan. Pronounce the following words: ant, roof, root, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, cot, naturally, aluminum, gif, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, jeephoy. Never understood how to pronounce that one. Number 4, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? I think it's called TPing. Number 5, what is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. What do you call your grandparents? Grandma and grandpa. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? I just call it a grocery cart. What is the thing you change the TV channels with? The remote control. Choose a book and read a passage from it. Imagine some people living in an underground cave. They sit with their backs to the mouth of the cave, with their hands and feet bound in such a way that they can only look at the back wall of the cave. Behind them is a high wall, and behind that wall pass human-like creatures, holding up various figures above the top of the wall. Because there is a fire behind these figures, they cast flickering shadows on the back wall of the cave. So the only thing the cave dwellers can see is the shadow play. They have been sitting in this position since they were born, so they think these shadows are all there are. Imagine now that one of the cave dwellers manages to free himself from his bonds. The first thing he asks himself is where all those shadows on the cave wall came from. What do you think happens when he turns around and sees the figures being held up above the wall? To begin with, he is dazzled by the sharp sunlight. He's also dazzled by the clarity of the figures because until now he has only seen their shadow. If he manages to climb over the wall and get past the fire into the world outside, he will be even more dazzled. But after rubbing his eyes, he will be struck by the beauty of everything. For the first time, he will see colors and clear shapes. He will see the real animals and flowers that the cave shadows were only poor reflections of. But even now, he will ask himself where all the animals and flowers came from. Then he will see the sun in the sky and realize that this is what gives life to these flowers and animals, just as the fire made the shadows visible. The joyful cave dweller can now have gone skipping away into the countryside, delighting in his newfound freedom. But instead he thinks of all the others who are still down in the cave. He goes back. Once there, he tries to convince the cave dwellers that the shadows on the cave wall are but flickering reflections of real things, but they don't believe him. They point to the cave wall and say that what they see is all there is. Finally, they kill him. What Plato was illustrating in the myth of the cave is that the philosopher's road from shadowy images to true ideas behind all national phenomena. He was probably also thinking of Socrates, whom the cave dwellers killed because he disturbed their conventional ideas and tried to light the way to true insight. The myth of the cave illustrates Socrates' courage and a sense of pedagogic responsibility. Plato's point was that the relationship between the darkness of the cave and the world beyond corresponds to the relationship between the forms of the natural world and the world of ideas. Not that he meant that the natural world is dark and dreary, but it is dark and dreary in comparison with the clarity of ideas. A picture of a beautiful landscape is not dark and dreary either, but it is only a picture. Do you think you have an accent? Well, I know I have an American accent, but in my opinion, everyone else has an accent, and my voice is a normal one, so... Be a wizard or a vampire? Okay. Do I want to be dead? Nope. And, crave human blood? Or do I want to be able to do magic spells? I think you know the answer to this. Do you know anyone on... I'm going to change this to YouTube in real life. No. End by saying any 3 words. Knapsack, crumble, deteriorate.